how do we do this without necessarily drawing lines? So I'm going to just do this with a felt pen here. You can actually do this too if you want with try it with a felt pen here. I'll just get some of these smaller ones here. I like these Copic pens. Let's see, here's a number 2. See if it's alive. Yeah, it is. Not too bad. Maybe. What's this one? Yeah, that's a good one there. Okay. So let's try these shots of David here. Let's try maybe the second one here. This is a side view here. No, I'm going to give you this one.
This is really
I'm just
rough.
going to show you. Yeah. So now this has a wedge tip, and it also, let's use the brush tip, which is here. See?
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to come in like this into the. So let's look at looking at this one here, the side view, right? This one. Slide it down here. There. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing this line here. So it comes in like this into the eye, around the side of the nose, the bump on the nose, the straight section, the round part here is the nostril, and then right in here is the cheekbone, see, which comes in, and it comes into the shadow under the eye, like this, like that, and then it comes down the nasolabial fold, and it comes over the lip, that's underneath the top lip, and then underneath the bottom lip, see, and then around the chin, like this, see? And then you just shade all of that in to get the corners of the jaw and up, and you can have a little bit on the ear, and you just shade this side in, see? So that's the whole side there. Over here, you just put a little touch on the eye, like that, on the shadow of the eye, and then we can just draw the side of the head and put the ear in like this, equal to that, and come down the corner of the jaw and across and just touch in the corners of the nose, corners of the lips, like that, and then a little bit on the eye, and then we kind of have a face there, right? So it's like that, but it's done with these shadows. You know, I mean, I've drawn a little bit, that's really a shadow, it's not so much the eye, and I can just drop in the eye there. So here's the cheekbone, comes around like this and down into the chin and around like that, and there we go. So then as far as the hair goes, I could just put a little shadow up here and add the bulk onto the top of the head, and there we have it, see? So give that a try with this one. Just try it out. So it's the shapes of the shadows that we're kind of looking for there, the tonal shapes. So the general idea is to work on those shadow patterns and try to just replicate them and create the masses of the head by the tones and the shadow patterns. Not necessarily getting a likeness of David, but just sort of understanding where these shadows come from and what they're depicting on the surface of the head. It doesn't matter, just sort of go for it. See, these proportionate lines that we're talking about here, you know, as you come down into the face and so on, if the eye line is horizontal, see, these other lines are actually ellipses. See, the line for the brow, the line for the nose, the line for the lips, see, they're actually ellipses there. See, they're going around like that. And so that actually makes it look more human, the fact that you have these ellipses going on, you know. It actually gives you a nicer, kind of more humane look by taking that roundness into account on the face, you know. Those things, somehow. The elliptical nature of it.
Should I do the other ones? The other one too?
Which other one? Oh, no, I was just doing it with just extremely dark, you know, to kind of show that. Yeah, so let's just, so you get the idea anyway. So now one thing to notice is that some parts of these shadows are soft, see, and some are hard. Usually they're hard near a bone. See, like that cheekbone there, that's a hard line. But then it's soft in here where the fleshy bits are. So it's hard and soft, hard and soft. So that's like another little level of finesse when you can get that hard and soft happening. Let's look at just very quickly at male, female, and child, and then you can escape to your babysitter. Okay, so over here I'm going to draw a female face. So here's my circle. Circle becomes an egg.
Should I do it too?
Yeah, may as well, yeah. Circle becomes an egg. And draw halfway down this egg is the eye line and a vertical center, like this. It's halfway down. Over here, we will draw a circle and an egg again, but this egg is going to be a boy egg by doing the following. I'm going to bring the corner of the jaw down here and square it off at the bottom, bring it back up here to the corner of the jaw, and then bring it up. So it actually kind of has corners. I've just approximated where they would go, but it's not as round. Yeah? Okay, the eye line here, I'm going to go, there's the middle, so I'm going to go higher than that. I'm going to go way up here for the eye line. So higher than on the female. And over here, you don't need to crash away doing this. I'm just going to show you. So here is a circle. Circle becomes an egg, like with the female. Now I'm going to put the eye line down low here, like that, for a child. Okay, so I divide these into fifths. Well, I draw the center line here, and then the middle fifth straddles it, and then divide whatever's left in half. And I'm just going to darken in the eye area there. So I'm not even going to bother drawing them very much, just sort of darken them in. So same thing here, there's the middle fifth, divide what's left in half and half again. And here I'm just going to make the eyes maybe a little bigger here. But it's like slits in a mask, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not really detailing them. Same thing here. Here's the middle, divide what's left in half. Here's the eyes, here, and the openings. So now we go slightly above. There's no definition of slightly, but slightly above, that's the brow line. Halfway from the brow line to the chin is the nose and ear line. 1/3 of the way from the nose to the chin is the lips, right there. So over here, I'm going to go slightly above again, but I'm actually going to go a little further above than I did here, about here. That is the brow line. Halfway from the brow line to the chin, not from the eyes, but from the brow line, is the nose and ear line. 1/3 of the way from the nose to the chin is the lip line here. Over here, I go above here for the brow line. Halfway from the brow line to the chin is the nose and ear line. And then 1/3 of the way from here to the chin is the lip line, like that. Okay, so even before doing anything more, you can see that that's more masculine, right? Yeah. Because you get a longer face and so forth. Eh? So then I'm going to throw in the ears. And here I'm going to put the neck, which is wider here to the t-shirt line. Here the neck is slender to the t-shirt line. Here the neck is still slender like this to the t-shirt line, like that. So the size of the neck is an issue. That's more masculine neck. Here I'm going to show the glabella, the bone, the straight section, the tip, and the wings. So I'm detailing the nose more or less entirely. Then here I'm going to show the bottom of the lip, so that's the upper lip shaded. I'm going to say this is the bottom of the lower lip sticking out. And so that, by doing that, it makes the chin look prominent by really shading that in, see? Makes that look prominent. Here I'm going to bring the cheekbones in to the nose and then draw the nasolabium down here like this. And so that's, and then the corners of the skull, I bring it in here like this, and that makes all of this quite prominent. Bring the eyebrows up and over, and so this is obviously looking like a male here, right? Female, you just show the bottom of the nose, that's all. You leave the nose alone entirely. The lips are more full, like that, and then the corners of the lips, and you could shade under the upper lip, but you don't make a big deal out of shading the lower lip. This is basically just red, just a slight difference in color, and then you put the tucks at the corners. So up here, take one eye width, and we'll draw the arches of the eyebrows a little bit here. Now, on the side of the face, these lines went towards the nose, but on the female, they go towards the lips, like this. Here and here. Go towards the lips. And you don't emphasize the chin sticking out as much as we did on the male. So over here on the kid, it's more or less similar to the female. You don't emphasize the nose too much, except for the bottom of the nose. And then let's look at the hair. So on the female, I'm going to draw big earrings, like this. And then we come from the right-hand side. This is my default for hair. I come like this, 1, 2, 3, and take off the top of the ear and go behind the earring, behind the neck. Come to the other side, and then I come inside the headline, and I come over here and take off the top of the ear and go behind the neck there again, see, like that. So that's the inner line of the hair. Then I'm going to go up to the parting here, and I go up and out and down to bulk up the top of the head. And same thing here, I go up and out and down, bulking that up. And then I shade in behind the earring, like this, to make the earring stick out, not worrying about the ears, see? So it takes attention away from the ears. And if the hair, so the shoulders are going to be here, collarbones here. If I make the hair longer, then I simply reverse this and go this way. If it's longer than the shoulder, I reverse it and go back this way, see? See, I reverse it this way, and then if it's longer than that, then I reverse it back that way, see? Like that. So you're basically just putting it wavy. And if you're Sarah Palin, then you put a big bun on the top also, you know? So our kid hair here comes down very low, like this, same as the female. And then I go up and around and down, and then I come out here on the side and out and down by the ears, and that's pretty much it. So there's my kid hair, and you notice how the fact that the eye line is down low like that, it pretty much tells the story right off the bat that that's a child like this. So that's the difference. Okay, so we got a whirlwind tour of it, but it's just a matter of really practicing that
Yeah,
stuff and,
yeah.
you know, and
That's awesome.
taking it all in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
good, you're welcome.
I loved it.
Good.